All right. Good afternoon, my friends. It's a little later today than it was yesterday when I jumped on. Some of you are probably getting ready to head out the door from work. Those of you that have that great job of like off at 4:30, right? But man, it's a great day. It's hot. It's a hot day today. I got back from a run a bit ago and wore me out. There's a hill that man, it feels like it's about a quarter mile long, and it's my beast. So uh, I like to run early in the mornings, don't always get to. So in the heat of the day, I'm out there doing that. So cooled off a little bit before I came and chatted with you guys. But I hope all is well in your world. And I want to talk about again letting life get better, right? I mean that's the whole deal that we're doing in the afternoons here at Be Refreshed is just talking about letting life get better in the 7 areas that we keep talking about. By now, you probably are getting close to know what they are, right? There's fitness and finance and family. There's field, faith, friends, and fun. Those are the 7 areas of our life that we want to grow in the area of balance and growth. Because as we grow in balance, as we get, uh, there's something odd about looking at a tire, right? That's flat. You know it's not going anywhere. Something's out of balance. You worry about that. So your life can get out of balance if you're not careful. Maybe you're heavy on the work aspect of things, so you really don't have any time to just enjoy life, or you're heavy on the money side of things. So you're wasted in that sense. Your relationships are struggling. Whatever that is that's going on, it happens. And so what we want to do is grow in balance and growth, and to grow in all of these areas. And as we do that, I believe wholeheartedly we can't help but walk in the purposes that God has for us. And so I'm passionate about this, excited about this. Actually, we're talking about passion today, but ULA is something that I'm passionate about. It's not simply, an opportunity I have for a project to be a brand ambassador, make a little cash. It's really grown well beyond that. This is about a passion that I have for people that I know and love to find the balance in life that really matters. And so, if you're familiar with what we've been doing here, we talk about this digital platform. It's the ULA platform. I don't always put a post or a link in the post comments about this, but I will today, so you can kind of see a little bit about what it is in case you want to know. But as we begin to focus on those 7 areas: fitness, finance, family, field, faith, friends, and fun, we set goals in those areas, right? Now, I'm going to set 3 goals in each of those areas. And then out of those goals, all of them in total, I'm going to pick 7 because I can't really focus on 21, but I can focus on 7. And then I'm going to have the one that's kind of the straight in front of me that I want to knock down. As I do that, then every day on my tracker, which is an app on my phone, I'll add 3 to 5 steps that I need to take today in order to propel me further down the road. So I had a text today I needed to send out because I've got a piece of property I think I'm going to sell. I want to improve my finances. So if I didn't put that in there, I probably wouldn't have sent the message and the offer and all of those things. And so I do that. I knew I was going to run today. I had worked out yesterday, so today was a run day. Knew I was going to knock that out. And there's different things that we do. That's how we grow in balance. And so in those 7 areas, when we begin to grow in those areas, there's what we call strongholds that come into our life, and they wreak havoc. It's the weaknesses of our life. It's the trigger traps that we get caught into. For some of us, it's fear, and we let fear overwhelm us, and so we don't set the goal that we really want because we think, well, I'll never make it, so I'm going to set this. And then we're afraid to set goals and begin to move that way because we don't know what the outcome is going to be. Guilt is another one. We don't think we deserve certain things, or our past we think is we're having to pay penance for that, or whatever it is that you're thinking. But the guilt will or shame really is the better word for that is going to creep in, and it's going to affect us. Self-sabotage, where we tend to we start moving out of a comfort zone or whatever, and then things are going well, and we think, oh, this something's wrong, and for whatever reason, there's this self-sabotage that takes place, and we blow ourselves up. Uh, there's laziness, right? Just sheer laziness. We want something. It's that the disciplined get what the lazy want, and that's what happens. The disciplined get what the lazy want, and so the laziness is kind of like a terrible thing. And then you got envy. getting so focused on somebody else's lane, you can't even focus on your own life, and so you'll live that way, and then just a lack of focus. You're just all over the place. You can't settle down because you didn't establish goals, and so you're letting life come at you, and you're reacting as opposed to be proactive. Well, the best way to knock all those down is to begin to implement what we call accelerators. And so we've looked at several of these. We looked at gratitude, the power of that. We looked at love and the power of just sheer love, right? Of regarding others, and more important, how attractional that is. You have no idea. It's a game changer. When you regard others as more important than yourself, when you serve others, it unlocks for you so much in the area of your personal growth. Discipline is another one where we hunker down. We know what it is to put our hand to the plow and put our head down and rock on, and that's passionate. That's important to do. Integrity is another one. Integrity will get you places and open doors that very few other things will. So today, I want to talk to us about passion. This is the one that we're kind of driving at today. And so let me give you a kind of a working definition of passion, but the true definition in life, passion is the root of it is to suffer or to endure. So when we call this thing the passion of the Christ, what we mean is it's the suffering of the Christ. And so passion has, in some ways, moved to a practical definition is to have intense enthusiasm for someone or something. And so the suffering of Christ propelled him forward to move through the cross and to die for us. In fact, the scripture says that. For the joy set before him, what did he do? He endured the cross. What drove him to endure the cross? It was the joy, the passion on the other side of redeeming us that caused him to push through. And so it is to burn with a great desire, to strive for a thing. So when you talk about a passion in love in that sense, it's like this burning desire. I want that. And so few things really propel us forward faster than passion does. Passion can accomplish an awful lot, right? When we can ignite a passion in the 7 key areas of life, which are essential to accomplishing the goals you have, that passion will drive you forward. So, like running. I hate running. Can I tell you that? I absolutely hate running. I don't like it. I used to run a lot in my younger days, and people would say, oh, you're going to get that runner's high. You're going to get used to it. I did it for about 7 years. I'm like, no, I never got that. But you know what? You know what makes me go out there? Passion. I have a passion for 2 things. I have a passion for health. I want to be fit. I want to be healthy. So I watch what I eat. I feed my mind well. I keep my attitudes in check. But I've got to keep this old body because my body's wearing out if I'm not careful. Right? You get older. So I work at it. What drives me to go out there and run in the heat? I ran the other morning in the rain, pouring down rain. But I ran. What forces you to do that? Passion. Passion for running? Not a chance. Passion for good health. That's that undeniable X factor, so to speak. It's that passion. It's the same thing that drives you with your kids and your grandkids to want to go spend time. We've driven before 3 hours over to Atlanta to spend time with our kids, turn around and drive 3 hours back. We've gone to Nashville, driven 3 hours for a 30-minute birthday party, where we're barely going to see our kids, and then turn around and head home because we had obligations. But we did that because of passion. And so it's what drives family. We're heading out Friday, man. I'm going to Nashville, Franklin, Tennessee. Going to hang out with 3 of my grandsons. Going to hang out with my son. My daughter-in-law's out of town, and so when your son says, "Hey, man, you want to come help me watch some grandkids?" It's like a no-brainer. And so, passion for family, to have opportunity to spend time. And when you're passionate about that, when you're passionate about your family, it drives you to make sure that you see them, that things are well, that when you're with them, you're not wasting time. You see how this works. Passion is a powerful enhancer toward these things. So, and I mean, I could talk about that in so many different areas, right? Money, man, you start saving money when you find something that you want, right? Man, when my son wanted a truck, that was all he could think about. For the first time in his life, man, He's hunkering down. He's working. He's finding extra stuff. He's doing whatever he can because he wants to get that truck, right? That's passion that motivates you to grow in certain areas. So in all of these, that's what it is. So here's the thing. How do we unleash a passion? How do we do that? It should flow somewhat naturally, but it doesn't always. You make it that way. You make things a priority. You stir up that passion. So I got just a few tips I'm going to give to you. We're going to let you get on down the road today. But how do we unleash passion? We imagine a better future, right? We imagine a better future. When I realize what you think about all the stories of single moms who are living out of their car, they've lost their job, their husbands walked away, so now they're working a couple of jobs, they're trying to figure out how to take care of their kids, and they're doing all that. What drives them to work 3, 4 jobs? It's passion. And every time I go to a restaurant, especially like a Cracker Barrel, I don't go to Cracker Barrel much, but Cracker Barrel is one I think about because most of the women who are working there are single moms. But it's amazing when you go to a restaurant and start talking to the server and, strike up a conversation. Hey, so, what are you doing? What's going on? Why are you working here? And do you like it? Almost without fail, they're going to have a picture of their kids somewhere in their folder that they're taking orders out of. Because that's the passion. Why are they working so hard? Why do they just kill themselves? They're passionate for their kids. So it's the eye of the tiger. It's like I want that goal. What drove Rocky, man, to do all he did? Passion to as the underdog, to win, to show people, right? So you keep the ultimate goal in mind. The second thing that helps with passion is you find a partner in the journey who's as passionate about it as you are, because there's great accountability in that. There just is. When you find someone passionate about things and you're walking down the road with them, it makes it so much easier. The Tamster and I, man, we have passion for a lot of the similar things, and she's as passionate about ULA as I am. It drives us. Together, having somebody together, man, it pushes. It's good. It's good. So you find an accountability partner. One is find the joy in the journey, right? Find the joy in what's happening. For me, running, I've been trying to lose right at a pound a day or close to that. So I drink a gallon of water. I'm running and everything, and so there's that. I'm finding the joy in the fact that when I step on the scale, I know you're not supposed to. I step on the scale every day, and I watch that thing tick down. I'm like, gee, I have 1.5 more pounds to go, and I'm going to have hit my weight in where I want to be. And so there's a passion to get there because of that, right? Value movement over speed. It's just move. Don't worry about speed, how fast you're doing something. Value the movement. Just enjoy the journey. There's passion in just slowing down to enjoy the journey. And then sometimes, what fuels a passion? Negative. Let the critics fuel you. Those people who think you can't do it, those people who think you won't do it, that you aren't able, man, let that fuel you. Let that drive a passion in you. But anyway, those are just some ideas of how we stir up that passion. But when you unleash that and you unlock that, the journey's easier. It's more fun because there's a passion that's fueling you. All right, man, I'm glad you guys stopped by and let me share that with you today. You guys, man, have a great afternoon. And Lord willing, I think I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. And then I probably won't see you till the next week. All right, love you guys, man. Have a great day.